And some changes here as the D-line separates some. This is Gordon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw.
16 and a Charger first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of stitches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So second and medium, 2nd and 5 now. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. On 3rd down, Rivers. Gates has it over the middle. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. On 4th down, they snap it to Rivers. Caught by Gates, left side. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 7 yards there on the pickup, and that leads to a Los Angeles 1st down. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this 1st quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Here's Rivers. Finds his target. It's Gates. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. How many times have we seen this? Rivers to Gates on 3rd down to keep the Charger drive alive. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. That's complete to Gates. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right, that run after catch.
Here's Gordon. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Rivers is going to find his running back. It's complete. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
They've already gone for it and made it once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on 4th down. From the gun, Rivers. Looking for his tight end Gates, and it's intercepted. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The drive starts with a run by Perkins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On first down, back to Perkins. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And this is caught. First catch by Brandon Marshall. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. In motion left here, Marshall. Manning now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Joey Bosa. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Manning to throw on 2nd down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his big target, Brandon Marshall, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, they're trying to throw the deep ball against a Pro Bowl corner of a year ago. I'm not real good at this stuff, but it seems to me that that would lessen the odds of completing it, wouldn't it?
Might want to go to the other side of the field, although that's not any cakewalk either, but I'm with you. Bad guy to target there on the deep ball. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Kyle Emanuel in there to drop him for a loss of 10, and it'll be 4th and long. Here's Brad Wing now to punt it away on 4th down. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Charles, let's pivot for a second here. Got a moment. Toughest division so far certainly seems to be the AFC West, right? I mean, you have 3 undefeated teams.
And we thought that going into the season, if you rank the toughest division of football based on last year's records and who they would play, the AFC West shows up as number 1. And so far, they're handling it pretty well. Kansas City's 2-0 and beat New England on the road on opening night. The Oakland Raiders went to Tennessee, a trendy pick in the AFC South to win the division. Beat them on opening day. They're 2-0. And the Denver Broncos, behind Trevor Siemian and that great defense, also off to a 2-0 start.
Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Looking for his tight end Gates, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So after the INT, it's Manning into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And tough starting field position here. Following the interception here, Rivers sets up the screen to Gordon. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. Two minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Williams. The 40, the 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams, 85 yards. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. And you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football. I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy.
Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Now Gordon on first down. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. Nifty move by Gordon. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So they're operating in the red zone. Yards to go for the offense. First down and goal from that 5-yard line. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Brandon Oliver in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical.
And nothing but daylight ahead. 30, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Paul Perkins, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Rosas now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Rivers now to throw on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dalvin Tomlinson continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Rivers now on second down. He's airing it out for Williams. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked by Darian Thompson. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside. The 20. And a great spot to start this drive from here. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. Over the middle to Beckham. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
You know as well as I do, it's really important to get Odell Beckham Jr. involved early. And that's the first time that Eli Manning was able to find him, and we're in the second half.
You think he and Eli maybe had some words on the sideline? Hey, let's get on the same page.
Without a doubt, because they know that that kick starts their team. That gets them going, and now they have to do it again and again as we go down the stretch.
Manning able to find OBJ there for a Giants first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Chargers getting set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Second down, Rivers. Benjamin's got it. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit right around the 31. Rivers to Benjamin. Good for the Charger first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
Now a second down throw for Rivers. Gates with a grab. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Rivers. Open man, it's Allen. A Charger first down. Rivers hooking up with Allen.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. A gain of 3, second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter. The Chargers on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Operating from the gun. Rivers. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Well, we looked at each other in surprise going for it on 4th down in the 4th quarter with a lead. But, hey, you get it as a coach. You look like a genius.
So the next time we see Coach, he's going to say, well, that's why I coach and that's why you guys talk up there, right? He had the guts to go ahead and go for it, and it paid off.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Oh, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Dalvin Tomlinson in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Now, the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. Throwing Rivers. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. There's Perkins on 1st down. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, here's Manning. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Kyle, his 2nd sack now here tonight. Working from the gun. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. He's now thrown 4 interceptions, and I hate to mention this, but he's a guy that has twice thrown 5 in his career in a single game.
Hard to believe, isn't it? And the tough part is, playing in this NFL, you don't normally just back off totally from throwing the football, do you? So the potential exists for that 5th one to occur.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Anyway. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. To throw on 2nd down. Rivers. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Rivers. Going underneath for Gordon. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. He'll get it to the 40. He broke a tackle there, but couldn't get much further. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2nd down following the run. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 7. They run it here with Oliver. And he'll take this one down to the 36. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for them. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
And New York set to take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
On second down, Perkins. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. To throw is Manning. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Desmond King picks it. And the return will stop right around the 25. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Rivers here to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this one is right through. And that will stretch the lead up to 13.